This demo will compare the Market of Ideas search, Logical Aggregation, to Google's keyword-based search. With Google search, we can type almost anything and get a list of at least somewhat relevant links. But to get from these blue links to a decision is a lot of work. You need to click and read, and click and read, and click and read, all while trying to pull out the most actionable bits of information from each article. Why doesn't the search just return the most actionable pieces of information themselves? No clicking, no skimming, no leaving the page. That's what the Market of Ideas search engine, powered by a patent-pending technique called logical aggregation, does. For any question you search, it returns sources that address that question, the arguments that those sources make, and even the evidence that the authors of those sources put forward to support those arguments. And it does it all on one page. You can even save any argument that you find important to your decision, and then use the Market of Ideas to reason through that and other arguments to reach that informed decision. Not only that, but if your friends, experts, or other users have answered this question before, you can see what they think right on the side of your search too. Alright, let's get going. Say we need a new phone, and we're trying to decide which one to buy. The first thing we all do is ask Google. Google gives us a lot of links, but to get from these links to an informed decision is a lot of work. You need to click into each one, read it, click into the next one, read it, and again and again. Ultimately, it's just really difficult to keep all this information straight. Plus, the limits of human memory mean there's no great way for us to remember what we read anyway. So what about logical aggregation? The Market of Ideas is the first and only logic-based filter of information in the world. In other words, your search results are based directly on the questions that are addressed in different sources, rather than the keywords contained in them. Before I actually demo logical aggregation, it's important to mention two caveats. First, although search results are derived algorithmically, the algorithm can only include a source if at least one person has previously used the Market of Ideas to take notes on. Second, because results are dependent on the metadata produced by users and by the actual information that they input, the quality of the search results also depends heavily on the quality and quantity of user input. Okay, so let's try the same search that we just tried in Google. Which smartphone should I buy? The first huge difference between logical aggregation and Google search is that the results returned are not just blue links to outside sources. They are actually the arguments pulled out of those sources, which are directly relevant to your question. For example, in an article titled Smartphone Buying Guide by Mark Spooner, he makes the argument that the Galaxy S7 has the fastest processing speed of any phone. Want to see a little more about this argument? No worries. You can see quotes from this article where he actually made this argument, as well as the evidence he put forward to back it up. You can get all this information right in the search results themselves. What if you aren't making a decision right away? No problem. Because the Market of Ideas is an end-to-end information processing platform, you can save any argument that you find important. Use the Market of Ideas to reason through that and other arguments, and ultimately visualize how you reach your decision in a data structure called the belief tree. I'll get into that in a separate video. Another added benefit of logical aggregation is that your search results are social. If your friends, experts, or other users have also considered your question before, then you can see their individual answers right on the side of your search. This has been a quick introduction to the Market of Ideas approach to search, logical aggregation. Thanks for watching.